Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Oh, you got deep? Switch. Five.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Super. 4 down. You're not ready.
Now Goff. And that will be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Landry now on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Switch. Check. Crunch. Regular. What? Done.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Good. 180. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Kill. Real. Kill. Save. Shit.
They go with Chubb on second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round, but they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Good. 180. 57. Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out. Run. Watch out.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get ready. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Super 66.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Third and long. It's gone. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go tonight. 180. Number 53. 953. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On first down, it's Gurley. Shifts by him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And the Rams first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the whip.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Super.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Good track, good track. Shit.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Wait, 20. Me and you all day. We go, 76. 76.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Browns, 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Watch twins. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 25 yards that time. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Left side, it's Beckham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's 180. 57. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Let him know, let him know. Check now. King.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check nickel. Hey, alert 33. Hey, watch it. Protein spill.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
180. 56.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He got 29 yards that time. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
First down, Rams.
Cut! 20. Check 53. Let's go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
80 weapons. 14.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Ric Flair.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check safety. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Set. 180. Push him back. Hey, alert 33. It's a safety creep.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, alert 33. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 50.
And again, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 20, point it right, point it right, point it right. Run.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 56, Mike.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Los Angeles.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
5.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just about on his own goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tackles.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Wait, alert, 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 alert. Check 52. King. Check the regular.
Mayfield now. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
Jarvis Landry. 35 yards. 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 35 yar First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Watch the twitch.
Alert, 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 alert. One touch.
Second and 11. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Goff, and that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Kings, Kings, Kings. One touch.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
56. I'm on. Switch. Showing up.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Throwing on second down. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And spins away. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Good. 180. On deck,
A give running right is Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Mayfield out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Big time drive. Let's go.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And they're an extra point away from tying this game. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better be afraid of me. 53, check.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 49-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
He goes to the 180. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let's go. And we got
now it's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that.
They've got his man complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Browns first down.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Cleveland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.